we are following breaking news this morning, a major tech service outage. Many businesses and people trying to get onto their email or websites are getting this blue screen. Who is taking the blame? Also, a live look inside Newark Airport as all flights from several major U.S. airlines, including Delta, United, and American Airlines, were grounded. A massive debacle impacting businesses worldwide. The global computer outage affecting airports, banks, and other businesses this morning appears to stem from a software update issued by major U.S. cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike. That outage was impacting billboards in Times Square. You can see they're just black screens. We have team coverage this morning. Christina is live at Newark Airport with the latest on delays. Tony Sadiku on the Upper West Side. Let's start with Natalie Duddridge, who is live in the newsroom with the very latest. Natalie.
And Cindy, what a morning it has been. A couple screens behind us here, including mine, are still blue with this recovery message on them. So I do want to get to, we are hearing from the CEO of CrowdStrike behind this glitch. And first off, important to note, he is saying this is not a security incident or a cyber attack. This is just simply a software glitch that has caused massive impact around the world. So if you tried to log into Microsoft Windows computers or devices this morning, it may have showed this blue screen that we're seeing all over the world, the words recovery, and this issue traced back to CrowdStrike. What is that? Well, it's a global cybersecurity firm often used by many organizations and industries for antivirus protection. That's the irony here. It's actually causing this problem. The CEO said on social media, CrowdStrike is actively working with customers impacted by a defect found in a single content update for Microsoft Windows. So just a small glitch causing all of this. He says the issue has been identified and a fix has been deployed. Microsoft 365 said on social media it's rerouting the affected traffic to healthy infrastructure. We also have been speaking to the city's chief technology officer, who says the good news is New York City's critical systems are up and running. 911 and 311 are functioning. The Port Authority also telling us it has not been impacted. We've been reaching out to all kinds of industries. The New York Stock Exchange says markets are fully operational and they expect to open normally this morning. Wegmans supermarket says they are experiencing issues, and that's impacting food tracking inventory and deliveries. And we also just heard from Barclays Bank. They say most services operating as normal other than their digital investing platform. Now this morning, the CEO of CrowdStrike spoke on NBC's Today Show. Here's what he had to say.
I want to start with saying we're deeply sorry for the impact that we've caused to customers, to travelers, to anyone affected by this, including our companies. So we know what the issue is. We're resolving and have resolved the issue now. It's recovering systems that are out there. And essentially, as you've talked about in the statement I put out, is the system was sent an update, and that update had a software bug in it and caused an issue with the Microsoft operating system. And we identified this very quickly and remediated the issue.
Now, again, the exact cause of the update failure, not yet known. There is also a website called Down Detector. What that does is it tracks user-reported internet outages. So we are continuing to see growing outages in many services. I'll list a couple of them: Visa, ADT Security, Amazon. As we've seen Christina reporting all morning, the mess at airports. Some online banking apps are not working, including my own. I'm still trying to log into it. So, Cindy, it almost feels like we're throwing it old school to a time before computers and the internet, when we use cash instead of just simply tapping our phones. A lot of people are resorting back to cash this morning, and this system glitch showing us just how dependent and reliant we are on digital infrastructure, and then of course how expensive and time consuming it is when it all goes down. So a lot of lessons, Cindy, and a lot of companies working to make sure that their technology and infrastructure is in place so that this doesn't happen again.
Yeah, definitely. Natalie Duddridge. Natalie, thank you. And Dutchess County now confirms the impact of today's worldwide computer outages on official operations. County offices are open as scheduled, but services may be limited throughout the day. But they say 911 and the county's 988 helpline are fully operational. The Office of Central and Information Services is now working to bring all county systems back online. A live look at Newark and LaGuardia Airport, where delays are still piling up. The outage is so bad that some airports are writing out tickets by hand. CBS 2's Christina is live in Newark speaking to passengers. Good morning, Christina.
Good morning, Cindy. And Newark is actually one of those airports. We have been here since 4 o'clock in the morning watching the line ebb and flow. At the moment, it is looking much better than it was earlier today. There have been a lot of anxious and frustrated customers at these airlines. And these airlines, of course, trying to solve the problem as quickly as possible. Earlier this morning, the situation was much rougher than it is now. That is when a number of U.S. airlines announced complete ground stops. That means no flights were taking off. The situation has since improved. We have spoken to so many passengers, especially with Spirit Airlines, which is located right behind us. I want to draw your attention to the left hand of your screen. You can see there is a wall of kiosks and computers. That's where people normally check in. Those are not working this morning. And so as a result, customers have to line up for the counter and try to get their boarding passes filled out manually. Yes, you heard that correctly. Ticketing agents are handwriting information like your name, your gate, and flight numbers. Now, the global IT problems first hit Frontier Airlines last night. They managed to bounce back. Then this morning, most major U.S. airlines, including Delta, United, and American, started reporting the same problems and requested ground stops with the FAA, citing communication issues. United and American have since lifted those ground stops, allowing some flights to resume, but delays and cancellations continue.
When I got here, I just saw people, so many people, and I was like wondering, what's going on? What's going on? I tried checking in at the kiosk, and I'm like, okay, there's nothing. And then that's when, when I asked people, what's going on? My flight is at 6:49. They're like, oh, the system is down.
It's just terrible. People spend thousands of dollars to go on vacation or go home or go visit family, and this is the situation that we get put through between these airline companies that make millions of dollars.
And taking a look nationwide, there have been over 2,600 delays and over 1,200 cancellations. Those numbers continue to climb. Some airlines, including Delta and United, are offering travel waivers for all customers who book departing flights for today. Others, like Spirit, say the outage is not allowing them to rebook for customers at the moment if their flight was canceled. The Port Authority also sent out a message urging customers to check and make sure their flights are boarding before they head out to the airport this morning and later on this afternoon. For now, reporting live from Newark Airport, Christina Fan, CBS 2 News.
Christina, thank you. I'm just glad that it's looking better than earlier. All right, it's not just at Newark Airport. Airports around the world are having flights disrupted by the outage. This is the scene at Hong Kong's International Airport. Take a look at the long lines of people waiting by the departure gate. The airport authority confirms some airlines there are affected. CBS 2's Tony Sadiku joins us live from the Upper West Side. He is talking with commuters about issues they've been having this morning. How's it going now, Tony?
Hi there. Good morning, Cindy. And what I can tell you is the impacts have certainly lessened since we got here this morning. I mean, earlier, think about it, it was a situation where the arrival time boards in the subways went dark. The MTA app wasn't working. It was just such a challenge for many folks to get around. Since then, we can tell you the boards are coming back on. The app is appearing to be working yet again, and the overall stress has come down. Other impacts we've seen too from people, unable to access their emails, to, unable to buy a cup of coffee at a local coffee shop with their card, to, purchasing a ticket at NJ Transit. Those are some of the impacts that we've seen. We caught up with one lady reacting to the news of the outage this morning.
Crazy. A lot of people are in trouble today, right? Yeah, I want to be in their place. We count on this, depend on this every day, but one little thing, we can do nothing, right?
All right, do want to stress again, no issues and no impacts to MTA bus or train service this morning. But Cindy, this outage certainly exposes the vulnerability of our very technologically dependent systems. Cindy?
True, Tony Sadiku, thank you very much. And stay with CBS 2 News as we continue to follow the latest on this major outage.